Hey guys, so we just picked up this. This is the Trek Allant Plus 8S. It is a electric pedal assist bike. We are going to take it out for its first test ride. We're going to have Aurora with us, which is a 130-pound gray wolf, and her trailer. So we're going to take it out. We're going to just ride around the neighborhood, kind of see how it rides, and then we're going to do a climb on a little hill just to see how it goes, just so we can give you guys some input on electric bikes and how well they do. This is going to be my first time actually test riding one. I rode one for just a quick few minutes, so let's go see how it does. But again, this is the Trek Allant Plus 8S. Alright guys, I don't know if you can hear me, but we're just riding in the off mode, so there's no pedal assist. It rides really good. It doesn't feel like it's a 50-pound bike. Some electric bikes, I've been told, feel very heavy when you ride without any assist on. So this was without assist, and we're cruising around at 9 miles an hour pulling a 120-pound dog. And I'm fat, so I'm 238 pounds right now. So we got a little headwind, and we're just kind of cruising. No big deal. Rides really good. Let's go ahead and put it on eco. So we're on eco mode right now, and I don't even really realize my dog is back there, except for, you know, she likes to bounce around back there. So if you ever ridden a motorcycle and your friend's on the back and they're bouncing around, you can feel it. Barely pedaling right now, and it is 12.5 miles an hour. And again, I'm not even trying. It's got it kind of in the middle of the cog in the back, and I'm just basically spinning at this point. Got a little downhill, so we'll make a left through here, and we're going to work our way over to this really steep climb, and we're going to see how well this bike does. Now, if you guys have been following us, we've been riding the Trek Checkpoint SL7s, which is a 1x12, no pedal assist, and we've come from Prudhoe Bay, Alaska, all the way down to the Mexico border. So we've done a lot of climbing, pulling a lot of weight, and we would let the dog out and run up some hills when we were in Alaska in the Yukon. But now she's getting old and her hips and stuff been bothering her, so we're going to find out if this bike, these e-bikes, are worth the money as far as like being a bike touring type bike, and what they can actually do. So the battery's fully charged, by the way. It's a 625 watt battery. It is fully charged. We're in eco mode. It says 98%. So we'll see how much actually runs out of this battery too. This won't be a great test ride for it, but we're gonna kick it up into the next mode. So we're in tour now, and we're just definitely cruising along. We're at 14 miles an hour. We have like a little false flat right now. Again, hopefully you guys can hear me clearly. Sorry, don't have a mic on this. So we're going up a little climb. It's only about a 3%, and we have it in tour mode, and we are just cruising around 12 miles an hour. So not too bad, actually. I don't feel really any pressure on my feet or my legs. I have no clips. These are just regular flat pedals, and we're just cruising along. So far so good. Not using any battery power really, but again, we're going to work our way over this really steep hill, see what we can do. So on the way back, we're going to put it in turbo mode after this climb and really see what we can do. Okay, again, we're just cruising along. We're in the tour mode, 13 miles an hour, barely pedaling. It's flat, no big deal. I think anyone can do this on a regular bike. Now when we get back to the house, we will go through everything on the bike, the gears, what's on it, the motor, and all that, and then we'll post it so you guys can see all about it. If you guys have any questions, please feel free. Remember, we just got this bike yesterday from Trek, and this is just the first little ride on it. Alright guys, so we're back at this hill. We got it in the biggest ring in the back. We're just gonna ride up it, see how we do. Okay guys, so we just took the Allant Plus 8 up the hill here. So we got 18 to 20% grade, just a short little climb. We have our dog, myself, so she's over 120 pounds, and I put it in turbo mode, got up it. It was still tiring, but definitely was able to go up the hill without coming out of my saddle. And I had no clip, so it was all pushing, no pulling. Still tough though, but again, if you're just riding this bike to ride, I don't think it's going to be a problem, because you're not going to have, 100 plus pounds behind you. So it's good. So far, so good. It used 2% battery to climb up that hill, so no big deal. So now we're going to ride back to the house. We'll go through all the components and everything else on this bike. Alright, so I'm going to put it down in my smallest gear and go. At 21 miles an hour, 22, still got a couple gears, just cruising along. And remember, I got a pretty good headwind I'm right into, but 22 miles an hour really makes riding into headwinds much nicer. So, as I was telling you, we had just picked up this Trek Allant Plus 8S. It is an e-bike. It is a class 3. It will assist you up to 28 miles an hour. So we took it out for a test ride yesterday and just did roughly 10-12 miles. We did some climbing along with it. It had myself, and I had my burly trailer with our dog in it that weighs roughly 125 pounds or a little more while we rode. So the test ride went really good, as you'll see from the video, but right now we're just going to go through the specs. So this bike, the way it's set up, right now is completely stock except for one feature that I changed out on it. It was $4,500, $4,600. It is an aluminum frame. This one does have the regular standard fork. It doesn't have a shock fork like the S7 does. The other thing about it does have the 625 watt-hour battery, and it is also capable to piggyback with the 500 for the power boost. If you need more battery range, you can get the 500 watt-hour secondary battery for it. As it comes stock with the fenders. They're really sturdy fenders. It has front and back On the rear fender, there is also a rear rack that is built into it. The other day, I had put our panniers on and a back bag as well. That was about 60 pounds of weight, and it was sturdy. I even had my wife sitting on it and riding around with her on the back of it, and it was dent flex or anything. The bike itself is a 1x10. You have a 46 tooth on the front, and then you have a 11 to 42 10-speed cassette on the back. Other than that, it's all Shimano components. You have the Shimano Dior as far as all your controllers, your shifters, your rear derailleur. The other cool thing I like is that you have this guard that protects your derailleur from getting hit, or if you drop the bike or something, you're not going to smack into your rear derailleur. It also comes with lights already. It has a Bontrager front and rear light that automatically come on when you power up the bike. Now, real quick, this bike does come with their smart hub system, so it has a place for your phone that you can connect your phone, and then basically it will charge your phone while you're riding. You can use your GPS, you can sync your music through it, and all those other little things. We actually took that off because when I put my handlebar bag up here, it was going to be in the way. So we switched that out and we went to the Bosch Kiox 300. So basically we just took off the front unit, put this one on, it mounts right onto your stem, and this computer basically will do everything that my Garmin does. The only thing that it doesn't do is I can't download maps into this, but I can still sync it with my phone. I can still sync it with my heart rate monitor, my Garmin heart rate monitor. So if I have maps on my phone, it will key up through this computer. So far I haven't got to play with the computer a lot since we've only had it for a day. But so far the image is very clear on it. It's very easy to use. It does have 4 speeds. It has Eco, it has Touring, Sport, and then of course everyone's favorite, the Turbo mode. Yesterday when we were riding, again, we had a big headwind. Not a problem. I was very easy able to do over 20 miles an hour without even trying. Today we went out and rode a big hill, 18 to 20% grade. It was a short one, but I had my dog with us in it, as you see in the video, and I put it in turbo and went up the hill. It was pretty tough, but again, I had 100 plus pounds of extra weight on it. The bike comes with just some regular pedals, which I plan on switching out. Just some regular stock Bontrager pedals for people who are just using it to get back and forth from the office. It also comes with the kickstand, which is nice. I haven't had a bike that had a kickstand on it for a long time, so still getting used to not just leaning up against the wall or something. Other than that, the tires are Bontragers. It's their puncture resistant tires. They're 27.5 by 40. That's what it came with. I'm probably going to leave those on for a while and see how they ride. Other than that, it's pretty good. I don't know what the battery life is yet. I can tell you that in the 25-30 miles total, we're at like 70% battery life, and I've been using battery from Eco to Turbo, so it still has plenty of battery. We're hoping to take it out for a ride and see how many miles we can get on it riding in each mode. And then as far as the charging, I talked to Bosch. They said the battery has 500 charging cycles, which they told me means that the batteries from 0 to 100% is 1 cycle. So somehow inside it calculates, if you charge your battery all the time just to keep it charged, it calculates what 500 charges is. So it's real easy. It has a key. It just pops out. You can take it in, but you can just leave it on and charge it, plug it into the wall when you get home. So the other thing, it comes with straight bars. It does come with the nice flat grips by Bontrager, so it's nice instead of just having the round grips. Other than that, it's very comfortable. The weight, you don't really notice. It is 56, 57 pounds, and I haven't really had any issues with it so far. But we are going to be taking this bike for the rest of our trip. I will be riding this, my wife will be riding this, but we've been riding the Checkpoint SL7s, but we're just looking to put an e-bike to its test. So between Mexico all the way to the southernmost point of Argentina, we got about 15,000 miles that we're going to put on it, and we're going to ride it through some pretty rough terrain. So we're very interested to see how well it holds up and see if the motor will hold up without any issues. But follow us along. We'll keep updating you what we think of it. I'll update you as soon as we know how many miles we get off of it. Again, I'm 230 pounds with a dog that weighed over 120 pounds. So it's been riding really well. So if you're just using this to get to and from work, if you're in the city, if you're in San Francisco, even with the hills, you can not worry about sweating getting to work. But yeah, so follow along, make sure you subscribe, and you can check out our videos from our rides so far, and we'll be updating you through our social media on Instagram and Facebook about this bike as well.